Alright guys, so when it comes to time when we want to create some sequences, when we actually want to pull the trigger and click in here to start creating recipes, what we need to do is we need to choose what recipes we're going to create. Now if you got the base version, you are working with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I have predefined for you, okay? And with these 6 you can fill in your own ingredients just by simply right clicking in here and choosing what ingredients you want to use. Okay, for categories you can see I've left a big message for you here. Please choose category. Okay, so you can put in any category name you want, for example. But if I'm going to do something like this blogger Synd strategy, you can see I've got a whole bunch of accounts that ideally I need to have successfully created accounts for. Okay, so I need to have to do a full sort of ring, if you like, a full syndication according to what's mapped out here. I need to have a WordPress account, a Weebly account, a Tumblr account. Okay, so we got to the point where we kind of wondered what we would do if we had a situation like this we've got here. You can see here that most of these we've managed to do pretty well with. Most of these we've done okay with. Okay, we're never ever going to get 100% success. So what if we really want to have all 20 accounts? What can we do to make that work? Well, 2 things we can do. We can go into the accounts where this was red before, okay, and until I clicked on this button here that says reset the failed accounts, this will go through that profile, this particular profile that I'm in, and it will create this uninitialized. Now we have to go and start, click this button to start creating accounts, and it will go and create these accounts again or retry them another 3 times each. Okay, you will find that this does increase your success rate quite significantly. But what if after that I still don't have full profiles? Okay, so what we did is we gave that some thought. Okay, so what we can do is we can come over to the left side and we can check box all. Okay, so if we check box all here, so that every single one of these profiles is ticked, and we simply click on this create mixed accounts, mix the accounts, what will happen is it's going to create a database. Okay, and it will create a database starting from the top profile here, and when we go into that syndication area here, into the Synd mapper, it's going to ask you what accounts you want to work with. Okay, so say for example I take that first one, which we know over here doesn't have all 20 accounts, there's 2 missing. What it will do is it will take all of these it does have, and then it will take the next available Delicious account, for example, the next available Dailymotion account, for example. Okay, well, we can't post from YouTube to Dailymotion, but you know, just as an example, if it was, for example, Pocket that was missing or Bitly it was missing, then it would just take the next available Bitly account from these profiles down here. Okay, the next one available would then just be pulled into this one, so that we have got a complete set of accounts in here. Okay, that's how that works. Now this is a very good addition, and what we can do if we want to go and create a whole bunch of accounts for one particular site that we might find problematic, what I suggest you do if we're still getting some red on some particular accounts is use a Gmail account and go into the bulk accounts creator here and go and create some accounts from that. Okay, sometimes it's because of our server. What you can do is you can try again with our email servers where we create the emails for you, or you can, if you got some purchased email accounts that you got maybe from Hotmail or Yahoo or whatever, maybe you purchased some on Fiverr.com, for example, then you can upload the file where you can import those email accounts, and you're probably going to find that that will fix the problem for some accounts. Okay, and what we can do then is we can click on this button here to create accounts only for selected sites. So if I've been having a problem with WordPress.com, then I can go and choose to create some WordPress.com accounts in here. Okay, that's how that works. It's pretty easy, where you can go and create extra accounts so that you can build up that database that we got. Because what happens is when we click on this button here to mix accounts, it's going to make a database of all these accounts. Okay, it's going to make a database of all the Digo accounts, all the Tumblr accounts, all the Reddit accounts it's got, and it's going to take and make a note of what username was used, okay, and it will also be able to have a database of just the successful created accounts, so that if, for example, I run out of Bitly accounts, if I don't have a Bitly account, for example, in a particular profile, it's going to borrow from the next one down, okay, it's going to take from the next one down, okay. That way we can get as close as possible to having a full syndication from what we had mapped out initially. Now, before I sort of finish this video here, I just wanted to explain how we can mix accounts and how it works. You will notice with all of these predefined strategies that I built in here is that I have kept them very sort of clean syndication. There isn't any link wheel stuff going on, there isn't any sort of silo stuff going on, okay. It's just clean syndication. If I post a new video to YouTube, make it post into LinkedIn, okay, YouTube to Twitter, to Tumblr, YouTube to WordPress, YouTube to Weebly, etc. Whereas before, with the old IFTTT backlink commando, we had some crazy stuff going on where it'd be YouTube to LinkedIn, LinkedIn to Tumblr, Tumblr to WordPress, and if any of those accounts was missing, it broke the chain, and therefore it broke the power as far as the SEO value, because we were creating link rows. But for social syndication, if you want to do this for branded accounts, for clients, or even just for your own blog, for example, you want to create a set of accounts for your own blog, this works perfectly, okay. And if you got the Synd Maps editor, the upgrade version of this, then you can go and create very cool things, like tiered rings like this, where you've got a whole bunch of syndication that's happening here, which I will cover in a later video, okay. So I just wanted to explain that, because it's very important that you understand that we can mix the accounts, okay. It's very important that you understand that we choose which account to work from here, and it's going to borrow from these other accounts for any accounts that's missing within this top profile, okay. So that's how it works, and we want to achieve this full sort of complete syndication map that we have got here. Then that's the way that we need to do it, okay. You do not have to do that if you do not want to, because the way I've created these strategies in here is that if you are missing WordPress, or if you are missing Twitter, or if you are missing Digo, it's still going to do the other syndication without being interrupted. It's not going to break like a link wheel or a silo, for example. It's just going to mean that you've got less Web 2.0 sites that's been you're posting your content into, okay. It's not a sort of deal breaker, end of the world for that particular strategy. Just means you're posting into less places, and it's deliberately designed so that we have that situation where you just want to go and create something quickly. You can do that. If you want to take it further, then you can go and take it further, okay. So that's the end of this video. In the next video, I'm going to talk about creating ingredients. Ingredients is when we choose what we are going to be syndicating. So for here, you can see in the ingredients, we've got a trigger here for the actual recipe itself. So we could have like new liked videos for YouTube, new video uploaded, new public video from subscriptions, for example, okay. But what we can also do in here on this right side was what they call ingredients. So this is what I'm going to be talking about in the next video, okay.